discuss about ABO grouping. Before that, I need to keep it on record. It's already recording now. Do I discussed about how I will evaluate your experiments in the labs? Do I discussed? Earlier I discussed, right?
Yes, sir.
What is my criteria? There will be 12 marks for practical and 10 marks for viva and 8 marks for your record file. Is this clear?
Yes.
And now this viva I can conduct in any way, right? Either this will be an offline, or it can be even online. Do you remember this one? And how we are conducting online? It's a hybrid actually. We are conducting a quiz in the lab, right? So there itself I will get your data. I can pull your data from this quiz that I am conducting in the lab. So this is one criteria. And I want to tell one important thing. Pay attention. So there is a saying in my local language, Telugu. So the translation goes like this. In order to check whether the food is fresh or spoiled, whether the food is spoiled or not, we need not to eat entire food. We just need to eat a spoon. That is enough to check whether it is spoiled or not. Right? To check whether a food spoiled or not, we just need to have a small bite. That is sufficient. You understood the context, right? A small sample is enough to judge whether someone is good or bad. We need not to go through their entire things. Now, let us assume I have brought a Safai Wala into this lab. Okay? And I didn't say to you. And I kept a coat to them, proper PPE to them. And I made them to stand here. And I asked them to do the test. Can they able to do this test? But how they are looking? They are looking very professional with PPE. So how can we judge? So don't judge the book by its cover, but here we can judge by its skills. If you know the skills, you are good. Am I correct? So of course, I agree that practical has a higher weightage where your skills matters a lot. But where do the skills comes? Skills comes with the knowledge. Am I correct? A Safai Wala never becomes a technician because they haven't studied for 4 years of what is MLT. They must have a 4 years of knowledge, right? Theoretical knowledge. Only after theoretical knowledge we can able to perform. Perform is secondary. Even if I teach them how to perform, they can do it, but they don't know what is the theory behind the practical. Right? So the moral of the story is, to judge a student, I need not to tell the student to do entire lab test of 2 hours. Rather than I will just ask a few questions, a few viva questions. If you do good at viva, definitely you will do good at practical. Definitely. If you know what to take, what reagent to keep, how to do the test, theoretically, you can do it practically. Am I correct? What if you fail in theory? What if you fail in the theory? That means you are blind about the test, and definitely you will kill the patient. Am I correct? This is not engineering course, right? This is an actual health professional course where we are dealing with actual samples, patient samples. Simply your guesses in this mission cannot, that will determine their life or death. So now you understood the significance of viva, right? Viva is a weapon for the faculty to understand the level of understanding of individual student. How much Manpreet understood, how much Vidichand understood. For that I just need to conduct a simple viva. That too with very simple questions. If you are unable to recall the simple questions, when you can't able to recite, recall them, then how can you perform the test? So I have done a pilot study with you without telling you by conducting one simple quiz. That too I have taken 1.5 hour theory lecture. I took 1.5 hour lecture, then I asked a very simple questions in the quiz, and most of you got very less marks. Now who is idiot here? The faculty who took 1.5 hour lecture is idiot, or the one who is sitting there listening, paying attention, giving build up, and cheating yourself. And now there is a student with 6 marks. By the way, I want to tell you, I always give first priority to the Viva, keep in mind. You know what is scaling down means? Scaling down. I will let you know what is scaling down. Take your calculators, everyone. I will show you what is scaling down means. Suppose if a student got 6 marks in the Viva, now I will distribute these marks to record them here. How I will distribute? See here. To distribute here, the formula goes like this: 6 divided by 10 into the total of this one is 8. Now you will get around, what is the answer? You will get around 4 or 5? 4.8. This will be the scaled down marks based on your Viva knowledge for your record. Is this a fair distribution? No. Is this a fair distribution in context to Viva? Keep in mind, okay? In context to Viva, I am telling again. Then let us do scaling down for practical marks. Again, 6 divided by 10 into 12. What is the scale down? Now you will get around 7. 7.2. See? So this is how I have scaled your Viva marks to your record and your practical. I agree that you can challenge me. Sir, you haven't done practical, you haven't done these two. How you give marks to us? So this is just a warning to you, and this is how I will approach. I don't know when, what data I will pull. Okay. Since I didn't get good time with you, I didn't done it. But I also have a individual students a practical performance sheet. For each practical, I will consider your knowledge on procedure, presentation of your results, representation and discussion of the results, and report submission. Based on these 4 criteria, I will give you your 12 marks. Just because you done a practical doesn't mean you deserve 12 marks. Do you know the steps? Do you know, have you done your report? Can you able to interpret your report? If you can't, you won't get 12 marks. And this is how the actual lab goes, right? It's not a blind marks to everyone. So, last and final statement. In the beginning I said a small sample is enough to see if food is spoiled or not. A simple Viva can determine whether your brains are good or spoiled. Right? And one student I appreciate, this student approached me in the faculty room with guts like this, okay, pumping his chest with too much, confidence, saying, on what basis Mr. Attuluri Vamsi Kumar gave me less marks? I was there in this field for past 5 years as a teacher, and I was there in academics for past 8 years, so total it is around 12 years. I was teaching same MLT, or I was, being with MLT for past 12 years. And can't you able to trust me? I have enough confidence and enough skills to, evaluate each and every student. You need not to, judge my performance. For that I am getting good salary. I got job in this university indicates that I, passed some things. So you need not to judge your faculties, do your business, that's it. Read it. Now, let me show you the actual results of that story again. So, who discovered blood groups, Mr. Pradeep? Who discovered blood groups? See, spoiled head 1. Then I will show you spoiled head 2. This is the slide, Pradeep. I added anti-sera A, anti-sera B and anti-sera D. 3 drops of blood, 3 drops of serum. And I got agglutination here. What blood group is this, Pradeep? What blood group is this, Pradeep? Yes. You came to staff room, right? You said why you got less marks, right? Now everyone, how many? Some 30 witnesses have seen your performance. This is not only for Pradeep, to each and every one of you. Never have false confidence, okay? Be serious. If you are serious, I know how to evaluate you. I know how to give you good marks. I cannot give, marks to a, fecal head. I'm telling again. Don't behave like fecal heads, okay? इसको थोड़ा समझाओ, okay? What I'm saying. Be serious, everyone. You are going to handle human samples, not machines. Anyway, fine. Everyone grouping. Actually, I got damn angry on him. Never do such things, okay? All other faculties are surprised. How come Vamsi, in Vamsi's lab, how come this happens? I will show you hereafter. I will take proper Viva starting with Pradeep every day. He won't do any online quiz. He will give me actual Viva. That's it. And another thing I want to tell, whatever marks I have given you in the first experiment, either you should improve your marks or you should sustain the same marks. I don't want to see your decline hereafter. Now, I have one impression that Pradeep is bad boy. And it is your responsibility to make you good. If I give a less marks to anyone else, try to prove yourself by gaining good marks in the next practical. Got it? So take everything positively. I am not a person who will target or who will reduce marks, but I need a fair, fair work from student and also. If you are doing hard work, I can recognize it. So try to get recognized near me. Okay. Very bad Pradeep. And he came with sham, as such as he is another Einstein. I was surprised. Now you understood, right? Who is Vamsi means? I won't go with the silly marks, okay? I am doing so much back end work. I never came to this class without preparation. Every day I will be prepared. So coming to this grouping, very easy, right? So what are the steps in doing a video grouping? So first you need to take a glass slide. Please write down the steps, everyone. Write down the step ready. Yes, write down. You are not worried up ready. You pump your chest like that. Last time you did, no? Don't do it, okay? You are like you are not worried. You will take a glass slide. Then what is the next step? First of all, you need to arrange all the equipment. So what are the mandatory equipments you need for a video grouping? Yes? Yes, alcohol or sterile swabs. Then lancets, PPE, complete PPE. Then glass slide and cotton. Very good. So these are the equipment necessary for video grouping. By the way, keep in mind the reaction that is happening with anti-serum with blood is called as agglutination. Very good. Agglutination reactions, okay? And this slide method is called as forward grouping. I haven't discussed forward and reverse grouping in the last time because that will confuse you. Keep in mind, this approach is called as forward grouping. There are two types of groupings actually, forward and reverse, okay? This is the forward grouping method, okay? So, you have arranged your equipment, then second step will be always labeling your samples. Without labeling, you should not do any test. So, what will be the procedure of labeling in this test? So, you will draw three circles on the bottom of the glass slide, and you will mark them with A, B, C at the periphery. Sorry, A, B, D. A, B, D. Right? On the bottom of the glass slide, you will draw three circles, and you will label them as A, B, and D. Okay? Then you will keep like this. There. Next, what will be the third step? So this is labeling. Next step. Taking a fingerprint, right? finger prick blood collection. I just wrote prick, okay? Prick blood collection. So you need to take 3 drops of blood in the 3 circles of the last side. 1 drop here, 1 drop here, and 3 drops. 3 drops of blood. So you have kept 3 drops of blood. So keep in mind, you arrange your equipment. Moreover, you keep your these reagents ready. So I hope you know the 3 colors A, B, and D. Anti-Cera A color, blue, very good. D, yellow, and colorless, very good. Colorless. Now listen. Remove the caps of these bottles and keep them aside, because once you kept a drop on slide, it will stop clotting. So you need to be quick in the adding the samples, right? Now, what you will do? 4th step. Now you will add anti-Cera A to A circle. You have added 1 drop of anti-Cera A to A circle. What is the rule of adding? Should not touch the blood. The dropper should not touch the blood. Right? Then, second step. I hope you know. So now you will add the B anti-Cera, 1 drop of B anti-Cera without touching the blood drop. Right? Then T anti-Cera without touching the blood drop. So you have added 3 drops of reagents on the slide. Clear? Next, 5th one. Now you will take a mixing stick. With the help of mixing stick, you need to mix 3 individually. Mix individually, okay, without cross contamination. I hope you understood. So you took 1 stick, you mixed this one, then you can use the other end of the stick to mix this one, and take a new stick and mix it. Okay, this is how you will mix it. After mixing it, there is an approach called rocking. Rocking is not guitar rocking. So after you are mixing the reagents, just gently you need to do like this. You need to rock the slide. Okay, gently you need to mix. It will mix automatically. You can see. So keep in mind, when you are mixing this, when you are rocking it, ensure that the reagents are not cross-touching each other. They are not overlapping each other. Clear? Sometimes you will do it. When you are doing it, you will mix everything. So don't do it carefully. So rock the slide gently. Gently rock the slide without mixing. Gently rock the slide without mixing. Then you need to wait for this mixing can be done for 1 minute. After 1 minute, what you will observe? Observe for agglutination. Observe for agglutination. The thumb rule is 1 to 3 minutes actually. Even after 3 minutes, if you don't see any agglutination, keep in mind. Now you will do one blunder mistake. You added reagents, you did rocking for 3 minutes, still you didn't get a result. Now you assume it is a result, and what you will think now? This is a O negative. How you will confirm O negative? Keep in mind, negative groups in India are very rare. So definitely there would be a negative case. If it is a negative, how you will cross confirm? You need to check this slide under microscope. Under microscope, you need to check for any agglutination. Cross confirm from the microscope. And there is one more golden rule in the blood bank. Even under microscope, if you see a negative group, if you confirm it is a negative group, we have a cross-matching test. We have Coombs test for validating the report. So every time negative groups are always a red flag. Okay, negative groups means we need to cross-check twice or thrice. Okay, so this is the approach of epidemiology grouping and their steps. Is there any doubt so far to anyone? No more doubts, right? Agglutination. Very simple. I don't want to go with a formal principle or I will say. So antigen, we know the concept. Antigens are anything that will elicit antibody production in the body. So once the antigen came into blood, our body will produce antibodies, right? Now there will be reaction. There are 3 types of reactions. Keep in mind, if you get a reaction that maybe don't miss it. Now I will tell 3 reactions. Keep in mind. One reaction, suspension of rice in a water. Okay, suspension of rice in a water. So still rice particles will be agglutinated here and there. Such type of agglutination is called agglutination. Such type of reaction. Second reaction, glucose powder. Take glucose powder and add in a glass full of water. Glucose in a full of water. Now it will completely mix. There will be some suspended particles, that is called as precipitation. You will get some powdery sedimentation, that is called precipitation. Third one, flocculation. Flocculation means after adding, if the liquid becomes turbid, if the transparent property of liquid gone, that is called flocculation reactions. So there are three types of blend reactions. One is a particulate antigen suspension, that is called agglutination reaction. Next one, soluble antigen, that is called as precipitation reaction. And third one is called as flocculation. Flocculation has some polarity, that means a negative charge and positive charge. Charge mediated reaction is called as flocculation. Okay, that is actually very good. Just keep in mind, charge mediated reactions will be flocculation, soluble antigen is precipitation, whereas particulate antigen will be an agglutination. Here red blood cells are particles actually. So definitely in ABO grouping, we are targeting red blood cells. They will give agglutination reaction. Okay, so in ABO grouping we will get agglutination reaction. Clear? Yeah. So now first I will perform that test. Then you can group yourself into 4 members in a team, and you can perform individually. And one of you must record your practical and you should send in the group. These are the protocols. And I'm sorry, I need to tell one thing. At 12 o'clock I have a session with induction pro, okay, juniors. So 12 o'clock the faculty will be replaced. That means I will go and another will come. So by that time we need to perform on practical. Okay. Yes. Let me stop this.